So I'll begin with my knees coming in and out. My arms can trace that movement in any way you'd like. So the knee goes in and out, and my arms wave in and hold. So you can create whatever shape you feel. The movement's in and out. From here, my focus is over my left shoulder. I'm gonna dive my head to the right, out and up. So I want to keep this isolation and small detail. So I wave in with the knees and out. I hold the shape. Just my head moves. It's an isolation. I dive down and through. From here, I'm going to take my elbow and wave it to meet the left side of my body. So again, one body part at a time. We come in and out and up and arm and wave. From here, I'm going to do just the hand wave. So finger and wrist, and allow it to travel away from the body to give it some space. So again, very small movements. I'm still exploring this myself. I love to dance big, so how can I confine this movement to give attention to the smaller details? So in and out and down and through and arm and wave and wave. Very easy. 6, 7, and in and out and down and through and arm and wave and woo, woo. From here, the focus is in my hands. I want to see if I can take my knees by itself. So I go around and through. So it goes forward, up, and through on a forced arch. Second, I want to take my arms, woo. Third, I want to slide my left foot in, shoo. So let's do that. So we have a wave and a hold. We go forward and around and arms and slide. So one body part at a time. So that we have finished the wave in a wave. Let's say that's our first sequence. Second is the knees, the arms, and the slide. From here, I'm gonna push out my right foot, and I put my weight onto my left, My legs are gonna go out, in. My arms are gonna wave left, right. So my arms and my leg will go in opposition. So this movement, I want you to explore it. The idea of the arms moving separately from the leg. So we go In the body, it should feel almost like a snake swarming up through the spine. So we have opposition. From here, I'm gonna take my right leg, which is crossed now, to rond de jambe behind me. I'm gonna wave my hand up and wrap. It's gonna go up and wrap. This wrap makes my body spiral. So I spiral the spine, the chest follows, and the torso is the last thing to come around. So we have the opposition, to rond de jambe, reach spiral. The hips are the last thing to go. I'm gonna take my left hand down just so I have a little bit of center of gravity here. Then I'm gonna rond de jambe my right leg. So my body's crossed. I'm gonna take my right leg to uncross. I'm gonna take my right elbow to peel me up off the floor, and then I'm gonna dive my head third. Whoa. My head, this dive, it's almost like a U shape. I'm gonna go down and up. And then my focus is on the left side of my body. So let's go back. Let's go back from the opposition. We go out, in with the leg, out, in, rond de jambe, spiral, floor, rond de jambe, cut, dive, up into this hinge feeling. Your weight's on the right side. So let's go back from the top and really break that down. The knee comes in, out, the focus over the left shoulder, dive my head, out, and wave my arm, through, and just the hands, wave. Forced arch around, arms around, left foot comes in. Push my right leg out, in, to rond de jambe, spiral, hands, rond de jambe, cut, dive. Whew. Nice and sequential. While I was doing that, felt like I was actually doing too much. So the next time I do it, I'm going to try to do everything a little bit smaller and more internal, and just see if the idea and the feeling can convey what I want instead of the whole body enforcing that idea. So really today playing with just smaller movements, smaller flow. We just finished the dive, and from here I want to take my left foot, which is on the ball, to circle 1, to circle 2, to circle 3, and cross. So you need to do 3 rondejambes. The first one's nice and small, the second one's a little bit bigger, third one's nice and expansive, and then behind me. When I take it behind me, I'm going to bevel my right foot. So I'm going to go rond and switch the bevel. So my weight goes onto my left foot, and the right foot pops. So let's go back from the opposition. The foot goes out, in, rond de jambe, spiral, 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 floor, rond de jambe, cut, dive, hold, small rond, big rond, and bevel. From this bevel, I'm going to push my right hip out. Shoo. That right hip initiates the movement, and then my spine follows. So I'm going to push my hip out. Boom. My rib cage goes, and then my spine goes. So it's a 1, 2, 3. Nice and sequential. So the initiations from the hips, the torso, and then the spine. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, wave. Let's wave the arms fourth. So hip, torso, spine, arms. So we go wa, 6, 7, and wa. From here, after the wave up, let's wave just through the fingers. Boom. Take the focus right to left. Let's go back from leg going in, out, opposite arms. 6, 7, and spiral, 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 floor, rond, cut, dive, small rond, bigger rond, big rond, switch the bevel, hip leads, torso, spine, arms, wave. From here, let's wave through the arm, through the chest to the knee. We go wa. Let's circle the knee. Shoo. We go hu. Let's pick up that foot. Hu. Just a 1, and then the other one just releases. So hu. Cool, nice and easy. Let's go from the top. We have in, out, dive, and arm, wave. Forced arch and arms, bring it in, and position, and spiral, spiral. Hands, rond, jump, cut, dive, hold. Foot, rond, bigger rond, and bevel. Hip, torso, spine, arms, wave. Wave, wave, knee. I would like to take that focus from this little rond de jambe, releasing from the knee, take it forward, around, cross, grab. So you're sitting like a chair, if I can find my balance. Core, push. Okay, so we just did the wave and foot and circle and open, wrap, chair. I want you to think of the idea of a rubber band. So you're pulling the elastic of the rubber band, and you're gonna release it. So you pull and then release. So here's the pull, on the release, shoot, they're like rond de jambes. So it has to shoot out. So we have this pull, nice resistance, and foo. Let's do a flow. cut the elbow, left arm follows, and let's do a float. Left leg can be in a lazy, airy arabesque. Airy arabesque. Let's coin that. So we have rubber band, rubber band, rubber band, release, cut, turn. I love that. So let's turn and let's continue walking inside our steps. So let's take it step, 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 step. And it's the idea of falling into a circle and then making that circle just a little bit smaller. So you're walking under yourself. And the idea is to take your center of gravity towards the center of the circle. So lovely. Again, the idea of allowing the movement to flow fluidly out of the body, very easy, not a lot of force, everything just continues into the next, but giving attention and focus onto whatever part is isolated. Let's go from the top. I'm gonna just pull this camera down a hair. Yeah. Cool. Great. Beautiful. Let's go from the top. We have in, out, head, and arm, wave, wave. Forced arch, arms, foot. Opposition, 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 opposition. Spiral, spiral, spiral. Hands, run, cut, dive, stay. Small circle, bigger circle, rond de jambe, switch the bevel. I'm gonna step over here. Hip shifts, pelvis, torso, spine, arms. Wave, wave, wave. Foot, rond, rond, reach, wrap, rubber band, center, push into the floor, release, and pirouettes. And walk, 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 walk. I don't mind how many steps you do, but let's finish it ta, 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 with our left leg in front. Ta. From here, almost like piano keys, left foot, right foot, left, right, Then it undulates up the body, T, wah. The arms are just reaction of the T, and the upper body is a wah, T, wah. I should explain that. I like to make sounds when I move, and it helps me to figure out the dynamic of the movement, the timing of the movement, and the feeling and the texture behind it. So if I go wah, is quick, wah is slow and gooey. Or if I make a noise like a I feel like I can take a breath. Or it's nice and quiet. So feel free to create your own noises, and then it can help you find your flow. There you go. So let's go wah. Let's go there. Let's go spiral the upper body, the lower body, ball change. So we get untwisted. So we're twisted here, spiral, unspiral, ball change. Let's go back. Opposition. Opposition, rond, spiral, floor, rond de jambe, cut, dive, stay, small, big, bigger, bevel, hip, pelvis, spine, and wave, 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 stop, wah, wah, cross, cross, chair, find your balance, for me, rond de jambe, float, and walk, 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 woo. And then I have wah, and then I have spiral, spiral, ball change, shoot. After the ball change, spiral, spiral, ball change, shoot. let's take it a little hinge around. Let's lead with the torso, the arms follow. Boom, boom. Torso first. Torso, arms. Boom. And let's take the right hand behind our head. And I'm going to do 3 grooves. Groove, groove, groove. And you can play with that yourself. E, wa. Nice and easy. Woom, woom, woom. Groove, groove, groove. Great. That's all the choreography I'm going to give today. Let's take the remainder of this class to discover how we can evolve this movement. So when I create movement, it's the first layer, and then the more I get a chance to do it, the more I evolve it. So what can I fill this movement in with? How can I put more intention behind movement? How can I take away certain things, but really continue to evolve it how you feel? How are we doing on time? Great, we're doing great on time. So let's go from the top, and I'll talk through the movement, but the more you do it, the more you internalize how you want to bring this movement to life. It becomes your own flow. We have in, out, head, and arm, wave, wave, boom, 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 e, woom, 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 floor, ron, cut, head, stop, rondejambe, 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 bevel, hip and arms, wave, 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 pick it up, and extend and wrap, rubber bands, cut, turn, float, walk, 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 cross, piano keys, up, switch, switch, ball change, arms, torso then arms, and then the arms go over the head, and then we have that groove, groove, groove. This can be E, E, nice and easy. Beautiful. So that is the entire combination. I'm gonna do it again without speaking so I can figure out how I want to evolve the movement, and you can do the same for yourself. So in my classes, you know, the music is nice to have, but the movement for me right now is the most important. How I want to develop my movement, and then the music is just very... When I first started choreography, I'll explain this. I used to choreograph to music. So I used to listen to the music and embody what the music was saying in a physical way. And I was very musical. I really understood music intricately. I had a really good relationship, and my musicality is, I think, pretty good. I can hear a lot of the beats, and I can find a way to embody a lot of those beats. So that was my movement and choreography when I first began dance, just really musical. However, as I am evolving in dance, I always want to discover new ways to move and listen to my body and music. So right now, I no longer choreograph to music. I want my movement to come out naturally in a flow without being influenced by the music. I think that it's a great relationship. I think that's great to listen to music and choreograph to that music. But I also think it's nice for me at this time to allow my movement to speak for itself, to create my own timing. So music is, for me, is just ambience at this moment. So I'm gonna play music just so you can find your own timing to dance it. Cool. Your own timing. Let's do it 2 times together. Each time you do it, play with it a little bit differently. time. And thank you so much for joining me today for Movement Flow. Just the last thoughts is just to remind you to take the movement that I gave you and find your own way to interpret, bring to life, add your own artistry to the movement. I believe in freedom of movement, so use this choreography as an outline to fill in with your own feelings, intentions, ideas, concepts that you'd like to play with as an artist. I thank you so much for joining me. It's been a month of teaching online, and I'm very grateful to connect with all of you. Thank you so much.